Right on.
Yeah, you could also post it on chat and ask as well.
Krish, I just
Somebody had
So
a
Sindhu,
question.
if I'm right.
It appeared to be Sindhu's voice.
Yes. Sindhu, try again. Have a go at it again. In the meantime, thank you so much again, Tushar, from all of us. And we really hope to. Yes, Sindhu, go ahead.
Sorry, this is Tushar. I was saying, I was just going to say thank you to you as well. You know, I learned from you as well the financials part. So see, I gather wherever sources I can to keep learning. So thank you to you as well. You taught me about this financing concepts. We had a chat the other day.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So, Tushar, as Krish said, it'll be wonderful if you could stay on and people will have questions, even otherwise just a sneak peek into our small world. Okay.
I would love to hear. Please continue.
I have something to ask. Hi, Tushar, it's Thita. So I have a fluctuate mind actually. For that, I just wanted curiosity to ask this question. Have you ever come across the situation and how you tackle, like if you see somebody else of your same age group or of your peers or colleagues, somebody who is of your age, your vertical, and you must have ever feel like, hey, shit, yeah, I could have do this. Might be I have reached in another way or any other position or any other profile. For example, I'm a BTech graduate. After that, I have completed my MBA. When I'm doing recruitment for the BTech IT people, somewhere I feel shit, I should not have changed my career. Maybe I would have reached somewhere else in a financial aspects and a positional aspects or designational aspects anywhere. So how you tackle all these things? You must have come across some phase or some time like this in your career. So
yes, definitely, Stita. So see, in this IT world, one thing is very clear that there are people who are younger than us are going to grow faster than us, and I can see them growing faster than. So initially, it used to pinch me that why am I'm you know, age-wise I am higher, more experienced, etc. But it's all about the knowledge we take. So we have to see where we are and compare ourselves. That I can only get better from here. So work on yourself rather than thinking about what the other person is doing. I also know that there are some of my engineering batchmates who went to IMA and IMB after that, but not everyone is doing as well as I am. So what it matters is when you put your effort and where you put your effort. If you're able to achieve the next outcome which you have planned for, I think being content with that helps me to keep moving on. But I can tell you I am also human. So when initially I saw people in ANZ also with a lesser number of years experience getting progressions more faster, I felt why am I not? But then again, you have to find where you want to be. And I have started, like I said, I have started focusing on learning and improving my skills, etc., which has helped me in the growth in past, and I'm hoping that it will keep helping me going in future as well.
thank you so much, Tushar. By seeing your graph, I feel somewhere, yes, I can also get something motivated.
I'm sure.
And I can work out what exactly I'm looking for.
I'm sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Sita, I have to jump in and say something for you. Today, just as we speak, you are one of the most celebrated people in Prakat. You'll hear that slowly because, but yes, I jumped the gun. I know that, but
Thank
just
you so
understand
much.
that we just absolutely love you. You'll hear it soon. Okay.
Thank you.
I totally agree with you, Anu. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is Purvi.
Oh, I was just trying to talk. I was getting disconnected. Tushar, I really liked your that yoga. Sorry, the chart. What you have made, the goal chart. All when I also have kids, I try to balance all of them, but most of the time, you know, I miss on. I definitely miss on. You know, a lot of things in terms of, you know, balancing. But this is something very interesting that, you know, while you're looking at what you want to do at your work, how do you manage your work? I think there is something you can set up as a goal as your routine work, because the way you've been practicing, getting up, I mean, that is a very, very good, takeaway. I was really impressed that, this is a small thing. We can do it on a day-to-day basis, manage our daily routine. I think that's going to be a big change in our, life today, especially in terms of health or in terms of happiness, in terms of managing work or in managing life. I think balancing will, help. So thank you so much for that particular thing.
I'm glad to hear that, Sindhu. Good luck to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sindhu. And others, I know some of us are very shy and hesitant to ask our questions. That is why there is chat provided to you. You can write away all your questions there and pour out all your emotions. And I'm sure Tushar will answer it over the days too. All right. Okay. Now back to Prakat. I'd like to invite Kaushik. So what we are trying to do today, I'm keeping it informal. And the whole idea, as I mentioned in my video earlier, is to just quietly and in a simple way celebrate all the small little things we are doing in Prakat and which collectively has helped us progress in leaps and bounds. So first I invite our other guest, Kaushik, to talk about what he has seen of Prakat so far. And through that, hopefully, it's a beginning of some success celebration. We know we still have a long way to go for success in what we are doing with him. But yes, it's a good beginning. Over to you, Kaushik.
Great, thanks, Anu. And I was really hoping, Tushar, that you stay back because I really want to acknowledge, your, the way you presented, and I think we can learn so much from each other's journeys. And everyone's journey is different, but then to a lot of extent they're similar also. So getting to know how you started off and how you planned your career, and it was very, very interesting. So thank you for sharing that so nicely. Let me now speak about our journey. The journey that ValueQuest and Prakat has had together. And that has been a journey, it has been a very, very pleasant journey with, and I'll talk about that. So, in February, I think, I got in touch with Krish, and there was an opportunity that looked really good, and I needed to work with them. I'm based in Singapore, and I don't do much work in technology. Mine is supply chain. So I wanted to work with a strong technology partner in India. And through mutual connects, got in touch with Krish, and we started talking. And then, the discussion started, the opportunity also progressed. And in that whole set of interactions, I've had really, good fortune to meet many of the Prakat team. And it is so nice to see so many of you that I know in this call. So Krish, Anu, Avik then, and then I guess where things started working out, and I consider that as a key part of success stories, is the chemistry and the sameness of vision. What we were thinking of doing for Infosys in terms of developing business technologists. So Yugal, you mentioned that going forward, you have to constantly keep learning. And I strongly believe that learning has to be, we can't just say that we are IT people and we just know technology, because more and more the business technology interfaces will coalesce. And the more you have understanding of business, the better technologist you will be. And the whole Infosys program is based on that. So, and then I got introduced to, so basically there was an absolute sameness of vision and intent between Anu, Avik and Krish. And really like that. And then, the whole opportunity we won, so really good. And then things got started. And then that's when I got to know the eager and responsive Prakat team. And it has been a really good journey. So I don't want to mention specific names, but, right from Sindhu leading the recruitment to, Sudeep being there, Subhashish, managing the whole program. And then Vikram, Vikram, so we had a specific number to meet, and these days, information technology market and I'm sure, Sthita Pragyan, right? I'm sure you're in the thick of it, that getting good people is so difficult. And, we're trying to, close the numbers, but Vikram would keep going, keep going. So I did really like that, never say die attitude.
Thank you.
I think more what I have enjoyed mostly with with all of you is very responsive and flexible, and keeping that goal in mind as to what we need to do and be willing to improvise, so that we can things will never be as planned, right? So to what extent we can plan well to get to that goal, that's the first thing we need to do. But then as things don't turn out to be according to plan, or how do we kind of change our course, and how do we still get the whole ship towards the course, right? So really happy to say that we achieved our target for starting the pilot batch, and training is going on full-fledged. And I have I see all the participants also here. So I hope all of you have been enjoying your short but hopefully long stints with Prakat and ValueQuest and Infosys. So yeah, Anu, I just want to stop here. I don't have anything more to add. It's just that it's rare to get started with an organization which has such sameness of vision and is such set of responsive people together. Because I have not had one single instance where somebody has said that, no, this is what we had decided to do and this is exactly what we do. Because the real world is not that way, right?
Agreed.
So,
thanks a lot, Kaushika. Thank you for saying that. It's like building a house, or let's say when you set out to build a house, you come up with an architecture, but oftentimes when reality hits us, you can't do many things you set out to do, and you make modifications, which is either better than what it is, or you compromise, or as Tushar would put it, make peace with what is there and be content with it and move on positively to do the next things. So we have learned a lot, I would say. Thanks for your patience, and thanks for working with our teams. And at times, I know it's been frustrating. We know what the issues were. And a sincere applause to all the people who worked relentlessly behind the scenes for getting the ValueQuest Infosys program off the ground. And while many people have worked behind the scenes, for Kaushik, he's particularly impressed with Vikram's.
but can I mention one more name? Can I mention one of them? And I think that was probably that turning point which did it, and that is Shreya. So in one conversation, Shreya, where are you? Show your face.
Yeah, I am here.
I told Shreya, if we don't get it right, you will have to. I'll pull you out of Prakat and get you into the program. And I'm sure Shreya loves her job so much that she said, no, I don't want to get trained and do the work. Let me make sure that all the things are done properly. So Shreya, thank you. Extremely, extremely responsive. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Kaushik.
And again, thanks, Shreya. And she's the youngest of the team. Poor thing is stuck with a bunch of oldies, and she's still holding her ground.
I'm not old, okay?
Yeah, the only young person who is close to Shreya's age is Krish. Yeah, we all agree. But yeah, Vikram, sort of, while it's collective for Kaushik, he's your hero of the day for him, because
thank you.
Not because of anything else, but the fact that you were not willing to give up on certain things, and you know what it is. Thank you for that. All right.
Most welcome. It's a pleasure working with Kaushik.
So I will. Thanks, Kaushik. I'm going to move on to a few more people, if it's okay. And Vikram, do you have a word for us? You have exactly 2 minutes.
No, so it was a great journey. Thanks to Anu, Krish, and Abhik in believing, and of course Kaushik saying that we have to do this. And somewhere it took a spark on me with the numbers. wavering up and down. And then I said, no, this is not the time to give up. There is something, it's a great platform, but people have come up with. It's very rare that these kind of opportunities come in, wherein, Infosys takes you and then, hires on their role. And it's a very rare opportunity. And I thought, let me take this chance and, see how do we go about. But it was a very turbulent journey, but I'm so happy and glad with all the support, Sindhu, Stita, Shreya, Krish, everybody pitching in. And of course, there are times where people had to interview, talk to people and understand, get their details. So a lot of people have pitched in, and, we are so glad that we have met the numbers and it has become a success, I hope. And Infosys, especially Infosys, are very, glad that we have got a good set of people for the pilot project.
Thank you, Vikram. I don't know if Subhashish is there. He was very good in bringing us all together.
Yes.
To somebody, please pass on this message to him too. Now I'm going to move on to next set of success stories. The way we are going about it for people who are waiting patiently and curiously, we're just going round robin in some ad hoc order. And just calling out people who've done meaningful things in the last few months. For me, just to have a completion to this story, if we all see, obviously, we have a huge number of employees joining Prakat in the last few months, and that couldn't have happened without Sindhu and her team, and also Krishna Ranjan behind the scenes. And I'm sure Krishna Ranjan, even when he wakes up in the middle of the night, he will be typing out salary offer letters, I think. No, Krishna?
Very true.
My brain will be all fudged with all kinds. Krishna Ranjan, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah? I'm going to do a quiz on you. All right.
Krishna lost hair in the last 1 month.
3 months.
Yeah, so our quiet team player behind. So Krishna's role by nature is always, actually Krishna is the right name for him. Be behind the scenes and support everybody. And he's doing that so beautifully, taking the heat from different corners. And with my very ill-famous temper, I can go completely berserk if things don't happen in time. And Krishna is the one who's always shouldered it for me quietly and done a lot of things. Thanks a lot, Krishna, for supporting all of us on this. And you have a word for us?
Anu, he is famous among all of them here. Everybody here knows him.
Yeah.
I think probably by face they must be seeing today.
Yeah, because I keep interacting with them on a regular basis. And the day one, I mean, I'm the person who they interact on their first day at Prakat. So everybody knows me basically. So I would like to thank everybody out here. Everybody has supported in some time. I mean, it is Vikram, Anu ma'am, Krish, Abhik sir, Sindhu, Sita, Shreya. I would like to thank everybody here.
Thanks, Krishna. You've been a pillar of strength for everybody and great going. Looking forward to work with you even more further on. Thank you.
Thank you, Vikram.
Thanks, Krishna. Now moving on to Sindhu. Now, for me, Sindhu is amazing. It's been about 4 months since you joined us, Sindhu. Sindhu?
You're on mute, Sindhu.
You're on mute.
5 months.
Yeah, Feb onwards, Anu.
Okay.
6 months.
6 months.
6 months.
Yeah, and Sindhu, me, Krish, and sometimes Abhik, we would pull him into our dreaming sessions. Remember all the things we would dream up in that chai point and my home, whatever snacks I whipped up, all kinds of dreams we would think of. And don't you think we're pretty much towards that, achieving
Yes.
all that?
Very much.
Yeah. I hope it's given you happiness, Sindhu, and a sense of purpose. Yeah.
You can see that smile, my face coming in. Yes.
Yeah. So I am personally very glad I found you for multiple reasons, but the most selfish reason is a pretty woman who also wears good clothes, and I get fashion tips. And I'm, you see, usually surrounded by men who probably don't even look at what we wear. So, so I'm very, very happy to have you, first reason. But most of all, I think I'm so glad that you mirror so much of my vision in many ways. It's not about skill, it's not about our life journey so far. It's about moving forward. What do we want to achieve? The, you see, you probably have similar dreams as mine, and you probably understand what my day-to-day whatever priorities are, and I'm making it about myself and not Prakat at this point, because yes, that has mattered to me personally, who you are and how you've sort of made my vision important to you matters to me, and that in turn has made a huge difference to Prakat. Thank you for that, and I'm going to pass it on to you, and you could talk about your journey and the people who you've mattered. Sita obviously being one of them. Please do go ahead and share your story.
Yeah, definitely. And thanks so much, Anu. One important, point I would like to start with is the kind of the trust, right? The leadership team. I would just count you, Abik, and Krish. You have well defined the vision, what you want, and you have trusted. The major thing is to trust what you have on the team. That is what I see, that the result has come in, right? You said you want this, and then you never questioned, you never I mean, when I say not question in the sense, on the granular part of it, right? So you believed in us, and I believed in the in my team. I think it has been an overall a teamwork which has shown the result today. So I would just, to all the people who are here, what we are talking about is, to give you the story, what we are talking about here is about our journey with, one of our large customer today. So we have done, we have done an extremely good job in terms of, adding up a lot of people. That's how you can see the, the number of participants here. And within a short span of time, probably, I think from last 3 months. Right. So this was possible only because of the team. It's a teamwork. I would say I would name all of them who's been sitting here. It is not only one particular team who's been responsible for, but then the teamwork. What happens here? What everybody takes their responsibility in terms of making the results come in. So I would like to, Anu already thanked Krishna. Thank Krishna working in every, every Saturday, Sunday. We call him, Krishna, we have to release the offer. Please negotiate with the candidates. Please do this, please do that. And he doesn't even hesitate late in the evening, late in the, Saturdays or Sundays, joining new people. So there is a huge amount of operational work which has been involved, and then the way he has been putting in. Then again, you will hear Vikram's name. Vikram, all your BGV, because you have to get onboarded on time to your, to the customer. So all the BGV, calling you, getting all the, everything on place on time, because that has to happen, because you have your DOJs, your, on time joining for the particular customer. And now to do all this, the team which has to source, which has to, which has been my important, pillar, the Stita and, Stita and the recruitment team. I really would like to thank. I call them, I just say, they won't even see the time. They just follow the instruction and say, okay, fine, this is got, this is done, right? Most of you will know, few of our, team members, they would have spoken to you, interacted with you, they would have, sourced you, and they would have, worked along with you. So they were also, I call them in the morning, I call them in the evening. This is what is urgent, and they don't hesitate, they don't complain. Okay, this is what this is what has to be done. They understand the instruction and then they follow. And I think, this is not one person's success, and I'm so happily say that, the exact word has been named here, Prakat family. I feel as a family, there is a need, we all are working towards the same goal. So I'm really proud of saying that, today we belong to a family. We don't say that, I'm working for somebody else. I think nobody has that kind of, intention or that kind of thoughts in our mind. I happily and proudly say that I belong to, it works as a family member today, right? Family, how it works. So I would ask, Stita, and Stita want to talk about the team, how they worked hard and what has been their, journey towards it. Stita, you want to add few words in terms of, how this has been?
First of all, I want to thank you, Sindhu, that you trusted me that yes, I can drive this team or I can drive what exactly we wanted to do in Infosys. Yeah, definitely everything's come with a struggle or nothing comes so easy. So yes, I got a very good team to work with, starting with Krishna, Vikram, you, Yogeshwari, Yamini, Bharadwaj, Megha, everybody of you. I thought I literally bother Krishna anytime and every time. It will be 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Sorry, Krishna, bothering you. Just do it. Same with Vikram. The Vikram need the BGBs and all. So coming to that team, I'm really happy. Although Yogeshwari is a very old buddy to me, she has already worked with me. So she is the one with whom I can rely completely. Like, yeah, if you have something to do and you want to focus on something else, just give it to Yogeshwari. She understand the things, she understand the priorities, she understand what exactly I want and the way I want and everything, and she do it as per what I want, so that I will be not worried about the things didn't happen and all. Simultaneously, I'm glad that Yamini and Bharadwaj joined us in the same time. Being freshers, they have really, really good knowledge on technology. They grasp it so easily, and they never come back with a complaint anytime saying that no, Sita, it's already 8 o'clock in the evening, we will not work. Even they have worked till 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the evening, and the next day, if even if it's a Saturday or something, again they have stretched it for the whole day. Yeah, really, it was great to work with that team. They have never complained about it, and I'm thankful, especially to Yogeshwari, Yamini, and Bharadwaj for it.
A big round of applause to everybody. Well done.
Yeah, exactly. So now I have a confidence on that team that whatever skill you give them, whatever technology you gave them, yes, they are the right fit, and they can easily say, oh, this skills I can do it. Okay, no problem, we will do it. So that is the confidence what my team has, and they given it to me that yes, Tita. There was a moment when I was demotivated to do for Infosys because there were lots of no-shows and lots of backouts and offer rejects were going on. But yeah, definitely in one hand Sindhu was there, and another hand Yogeshwari and my team was there to tell me, no worries Tita, we will get the replacement. No worries Tita, we will drag it and all. So yeah, definitely it was a teamwork, and I'm really happy to work with all of us together.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Sita. In the interest of time, Sindhu, if you don't mind, can we move on to other things?
Sure, Rana. Definitely.
Abhik, I'm going to request you to talk about some of the achievements in the areas you are driving, and we'll again probably toggle back and forth to other things. All right. So.
Okay. Do you want? We'll come back to Krish after that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Great. So it's really exciting to see so many new faces on the meeting today, and we've been seeing a lot of these welcome messages. Thanks to Sindhu and team. Thanks to all the people behind Vikram, Krishna, and many others who are making this happen. Now, it's a very interesting situation in the industry. On one hand, we are struggling with this whole story around COVID, vaccinations. Should we wear 1 mask, 2 masks, 3 masks, whatever people on WhatsApp tell us. And on the other hand, there is so much happening in the industry that every company is more or less struggling to see how they can actually deliver what they have committed to their customers. The same thing happens with us in our projects, where we are struggling with various aspects of delivery. And we can see that happening with a lot of our other customers, partners, where similar problems are happening. Now, when we went in with some of these customer meetings with these large services companies, we felt that they would always be in a better position than we are. They have hundreds of recruiters. They have thousands of people who can interview and so many such things. But we found that the situation is not that different with them. It's just maybe because of them being so many more times bigger than us, they have that many more problems. So yeah, I think I'm extremely happy to see the way we have been responding to some of their requirements, and the way they are responding to working with us. I think that is truly something which is amazing, because obviously they have so many other people they have been working with over the last so many years. And we are a new player who are entering this market or entering this relationship. And the fact that they are working with us as if we have been a part of this family all along has been really great. So thanks everyone who has been working with each and every one of our customers. I want to also talk about some of the customers or some of the customer projects we have been working on, where we have not necessarily had the hundreds of people or scores of people being associated, but there are people who have done very interesting contributions, both to Prakat and possibly to the customer's business also. So I want to first start off by talking about somebody who I probably spend at least 2-3 hours on the phone with on various meetings every day. This is any guesses? Anyone wants to guess who that would be?
Swaroop.
Swaroop.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I mean, whether we like it or not, it's usually the first phone call and the
Oh, by
last
the way,
phone
I
call
call
of the
him
day.
his girlfriend. I call Swaroop Abhi's girlfriend.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, most of our conversations are not that exciting, but anyway.
No,
Hey, I got
but
dropped off for a
that's
minute. And what
exciting.
was it? What
I'll
were
tell
you
you
saying,
why.
Sindhu?
Both of you are workaholics and you love working. So you guys are actually boyfriend girlfriend in that context. Yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, I think Swaroop has been a fantastic support over the last several months. We've been working very closely. We have been working on and off on various other things in the past. I don't know how many of you know that Swaroop actually runs another company. His company and Prakat are partners, and we deliver solutions together. But if you see the way he operates, you don't usually figure out that he is. I mean, I think he is more committed as a Prakat employee than anything else. You see him. I mean, even today, several of you, we were on calls, and you probably realize that he obviously puts in a lot more than 100% to making things work and making things successful. So thank you very much, Swaroop, for all your contributions.
Yeah.
Um,
Abhik, I just want to add a point here.
Yes.
So this is Survi or Abhik. So every time I have a ask from Swaroop, so he listened to me very patiently. He listened to me and he asked me, when do you want? And my answer will be immediately. So yeah, I totally agree. He manages all the work so well, and he kinds of helps all of us, in some or the other way. So every time I go with a immediate ask, I would say, and he's always ready to help. So thank you, Swaroop, for that.
Thanks, Survi.
And there is one more avatar of Swaroop for which we love him a lot more. He also is a partner in a restaurant venture which makes very good Kerala food. And time to time, many of us, including Sindhu, we get very lovely food from him. The latest being the Onam Sadhya. All right. So, yeah. we love
My
him.
entire family is a big fan of his food, his restaurant food, Anu. Amazing food.
But yeah, thanks a lot.
By the way, this was not paid promotion, huh?
Product placement.
So,
Thank you, Anu. Thanks, Sindhu.
So I want to add to what right. I wanted to add to what Abhik was saying. I just it is funny. Swaroop for me was my sort of a casual industry friend who I would go and talk about all the things in Prakat or just share my stories with him.
We lost you.
No, I think we lost you. Anu and Krish are actually driving from Mysore where they were for some meetings. So
Yeah, probably Abhik, you can continue.
yeah, I think we'll continue, and when Anu gets back, we can give her the floor again. Oh yeah.
It's breaking.
Anu, we can't hear you.
Maybe still a little shaky.
She dropped off, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let
Sorry guys,
Sorry.
I got bumped off. Just to complete this story, Krish suggested we do a little hesitant initially because sometimes I get worried about getting friends and if things don't work out and things like that. But I must say it's been very beautiful. It's a different matter that I lost a friend. He's become more of a big friend now and he stopped talking to me. But that's okay. He's working hard for Prakat and I forgive him for that. So over to you, Swaroop.
Yeah,
Thanks,
Swaroop,
Anu.
something.
Nothing. I would just want to say, I mean, it could sound cliched, but I always believe and use this phrase that however smart, dedicated, hardworking a person could be, he will always lose to a team. So whatever good or bad was said about me, that's about my team actually. So I don't want to take any names specifically because that would be injustice if I miss out on any. But trust me, it's just be the team which was, helping.
Oh, even Swaroop, are you also driving?
We lost Swaroop as well.
Yeah, Abhik, I just want to add one more thing. Nowadays, like for anything, I just need, I mean, any problem in my mind, first thing is like, first I'll call Swaroop. I'll have a solution with him. Seriously, he's very committed, dedicated. A lot to learn from him.
Swaroop, are you there?
I would like to appreciate one point of Swaroop is that anytime you call back, right, even in case he misses also, night 10 o'clock also he'll call back. Really, really appreciate that great point of Swaroop. Thanks, Swaroop, all the time.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone. Guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Now we can.
Yeah. Now.
I think Swaroop,
all that is attributed to all the effort you put into cracking the IIT JEE. So, if for people who don't know here, Swaroop is a BTech from IIT Madras.
The only reason he can whip up solutions. IQ, I suppose. Yeah.
Hey, Anu, Avik.
Thanks, everyone.
Back to you.
Hey, Anu, Avik, everyone. I apologize. It's about 8:30 Friday evening. So family, so taking cue from Tushar, family beacons. So leave. But I want to, so thank you, Anu, very much for inviting me. It's been a real pleasure. And, I just hope and I know that our partnership will go places. So I'm really looking forward to doing a lot of good things together. So thank you
Thanks
very
for
much.
that.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for
Thanks for joining.
Swaroop, back to you. And if you'd like to call out anybody.
Anu, I was actually speaking. Can you guys hear me now? I don't know why.
Yes.
Okay,
Swaroop,
I
you're
was saying
audible.
it might sound cliched, but I always use this phrase and I live by it. That however smart, dedicated, hardworking, or whatever a person could be, he will always lose to a team. So whatever good was spoken about me in this call is actually about my team. Uh, if it wasn't for them, I don't know. I mean, how much can a person do? I can just strategize, or probably hold them together. But at the end of the day, it's for them to stand by me and deliver. So yeah, I wouldn't go into calling out names because it would actually be injustice if I miss out on even a single name. Each and every one of my team members have contributed to, um, what I've achieved. And thank you so much, guys. You know who you are. And yes, getting back, we'll catch up Monday morning, same time.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Swaroop. But
thanks, Swaroop.
I'm going to unfortunately pick a few names because that was what the whole objective of today was, that we pick a few people and give them their moment in the spotlight. So I am going to pick a few names from some of the people in your teams, but let's
Go ahead. Yes.
we'll move forward with that. So I think before I get to, I'm going to do this in some random order, just to keep it a little interesting. I'm going to pick the probably the younger teams first. So the Oracle Cloud Monetization team. I'm hoping that all of you are out here, and I think a lot of people have heard about them passing all these certifications. Now, this is something which I think was a very interesting situation we were in, where we went to Oracle saying that, hey, we have skills in Oracle BRM, and we would like to partner with you and work with you on projects. And they came back to us and said, wonderful, tell us how many certified people do you have? So then we went around very sheepishly looking around. I said, oh, actually, we don't have any who are certified. So this story kept on happening for some time. And then we finally said that there is no way we are going to get past this if we don't actually bite the bullet and move forward. So a small team was put together, and we had a very interesting task assigned to a person who a lot of you have come across. His name is Amit. Amit, show yourself. Amit, you there?
Probably you have to wave
Yes,
your
I am.
hand, Amit.
Yes, I am. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Wonderful. So Amit was this one person who was he's a program manager with our team, but he is the person who considers himself to be the less techie of the crowd here. So we said, okay, Amit, you just keep these guys motivated. You're a fun guy. You can make sure that all these guys get motivated and study and pass these certifications. But Amit surprised us in a very different way. Amit said that, see, how can I ask them to do something if I don't do it myself? So he himself went through all the content, probably studied doubly hard compared to the rest of the people in his team, and also got himself certified. So Amit, can you just introduce all the people in the team and tell us a little bit about the kind of methodology you guys used to get certified? Because I know you guys had singing sessions and
Yes.
all kinds of fun things which happened during the process of getting certified.
Yes. So when I got this call from Abik sir and Swaroop and Anum, they kind of asked me, okay, we have this particular thing and we need to get guys certified. So I said, okay, so when do we start? So they said tomorrow. And I was like, okay. So I get this team the next day and I have I got Chetan, I got Deepak Darwante, Vidit Gupta, Anju, and Madhuri as in my team. And we started off the first day, and for me it was like Greek and Latin, trying to go through the entire process. But then again, it was challenging enough for me to be on par with these guys in a way, so that I could also tell them, what, if I can do it, even they can in one way. And the first certification went on wherein I spent the whole night trying to figure out how exactly we could go ahead and do about this, because we were running on a time constraint, because we were supposed to finish it in a week. But yeah, we did take more than that. We took about 21 days or so to get cleared for 7 certifications, I guess. And yeah, the first certification went through. The methodologies were like clear and simple in one way, wherein we started, because we didn't get much of help in terms of the theory part and the technical aspect, but with a lot of research that me, Deepak, Vidit, Anju, and everybody involved, we all did we used to work throughout the night trying to understand what has to go through. And we managed each and every task, each and every certification, we nailed it. And it was so inspiring to see these guys even doing things without even being asking, which is, they even worked on a Saturday, Sunday. So that was very inspiring. And the team, they actually stood up to the task. And yeah, and now we are into the installation process. We are finding a little bit of glitch here and there, but I'm sure that we'll go ahead and nail that too as soon as possible. So yeah, so that's more like it. And I have about 5 or 6 certifications. I hopefully can do justice to it by keeping it floating enough and get this installation as soon as possible done and dusted. Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, it's amazing also that all these people got certified on this product without ever having seen the product.
Yeah.
Because they said that unless you get this whole certification process done, we won't give you access to the Oracle Cloud instance where you can set up the services. So we had to do that first, and then go along and set it up, which is what is happening now. So yeah, I think can all the people in the team just come and wave at us, say hi to us, so that everyone knows who you are?
Yeah, Vidit, Deepak, Anju, Madhuri, can you please wave, talk, then you might come on.
You have to talk, otherwise your video doesn't.
Hi, Deepak here. Hi,
Yep.
Anju. Hi, this is
Hey, Madhuri. Yeah, and Anju, is Anju online? Anju? I don't think she's there.
Yes, Amit.
Can you please show yourself? Everybody would like to see you smile. Yeah, and Anju's smile is very infectious in one way. You keep wanting to look at her always. So I keep she starts off the day for us actually. When she was apart, now she's kind of doing a lot of work for Intuit. So Anju?
Congratulations, guys.
It's okay if you
Sincerely.
don't have your makeup on.
So this is Anu here. This was really, really amazing, this work. And once again, congratulations. This is all for people who've joined after that. This was an amazing work from this team. So Abhi, it's 6:02. We might have to move to other things.
So I'll try to speeden up, but I think we'll probably run over a little bit. So I think one of the other things which we are giving to Amit, since he was so successful the first time, is I think we are going to get 5 to 7 more people certified on Oracle BRM or on cloud monetization.
Fantastic.
So we are
Brilliant.
starting that process in the next couple of days. So Amit will be again busy, and I think this time they have a few people they can talk to about what it is. So it's going to be hopefully a little simpler, but I'm looking forward to getting at least 10 people certified probably before the end of this year.
For sure.
So all the best, Amit, for that.
All right. Thank you so much.
And thank you for all your hard work.
Thank you.
Okay. The next team I'd like to recognize is the testing team. We always have this challenge that because we say that we have a testing team, everyone thinks we have a lot of people. But with the whole testing team, for the purpose of many of these projects which we have been doing, has been essentially 2 people, Shruti and Lavanya. So Shruti and Lavanya, can I request you to show yourselves and say hi to everyone here?
Hi, I'm Lavanya.
Hi, Lavanya.
Hi, Abhi.
everyone.
Hi.
Hi, guys.
So these 2 people
Hi, ma'am.
actually have ensured that several of our projects over the last 1 year have actually done, what they were supposed to do, and they have kept our developers honest. They have learned a lot of things. They have learned about healthcare. They have learned about technology. They have learned about deployments. And I'm sure they're learning something new every day. So thank you very much for all the hard work done by the 2 of you. Now we have a few more people who have joined the testing team. So it's a little more respectable number, but I wanted to definitely highlight the work done by Shruti and Lavanya. And you really made a huge difference to Prakat and to the customers of Prakat. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And I would
Thank
like
you
to
so
thank
much,
to
sir.
Aruna ma'am, which she believes in us, like whatever we do, she gives a new chance to work on that every time. And thank you for that, ma'am, Aruna ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Seriously, so much, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thanks,
Thank you.
Shruti and Lavanya. Keep up your work. Yeah.
So
Aruna,
maybe
like a mother, so helpful that way.
Yeah.
Never. You think so deeply about all this. Thanks, Aruna.
Yeah, I think the next person I'm going to talk about is Aruna. So, Aruna has kind of, for the last, a couple of years, I think, been like the mother for all the interns who have been going through the programs. And she's been keeping that whole group together, helping them learn, helping them develop into very competent young engineers. So thank you very much, Aruna, for doing that. And Aruna's, I think her core job function right now is actually to keep, she is a program manager for these projects, but if you really look at it, she probably knows more about that project than most people So if there is a new person coming in, she can probably tell you where the code is, how to check it in, how to test it, how to compile it. She is involved in every small detail of the project. So because of Aruna being around, it gives many of us time to breathe and do other things, which we would not have been able to do if she wasn't keeping an eye on everything. So thank you very much, Aruna, for your dedicated focus on making our customers successful.
Yeah, thank you so much, Abhik. This is really actually credit goes to Abhik only because he's the one who gave this new opportunity to me. And yeah, definitely I'll take your and I have to say like Anu is really inspiring, and she's a kind of mentor, for me.
Oh,
Even though
Aruna,
we don't talk
barely.
much,
You're
but
you're
she's
being
very very
you're
inspiring.
making
Yeah.
Aruna. Thank you, but I have barely done anything for you. But so I'm a little shocked that you're taking my name. But thank you.
No, in many ways actually. You don't know that, but whenever I feel low and all, I just, few people are there. In that, you are also there in the list, okay? I just get inspired.
Thank you, Aruna. Thanks.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
So let me.
and thank you, and thanks to my team. Actually, yeah, they're really wonderful, and current team members, all the youngsters, and I don't know, is it my rapport or the team members? Even in night, 10 o'clock, if I call them, they're ready for the work. Uh, that's my team, and they respect my words, and they're the one really responsible for the project success. Seriously, I want to appreciate all my team members, True Care, Modev, FDX.
Yeah, and she also has another team member who lives in her house. That's her younger daughter, who attends a lot of our meetings, and she has a lot of interesting questions to ask. Like yesterday, after our meeting, she wanted to know uh, why disability can be an ability for a person. So Aruna is still trying to answer that, but it's kind of interesting that she comes up with a lot of interesting questions after listening to various things. She knows all the people on the team, by the way.
Yes, even my younger one, Abhik.
Yes,
She's
yeah.
Ekalavya. No.
Answer.
She's Abhimanyu. Yeah, from Mahabharata.
Is she around?
Abhik gave an excellent answer yesterday. So in just a second, she understood.
So anyway, good. So let's
I'm really proud to be part of this Prakat family, Abhik. Yeah, once again. Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank
Aruna.
you so much,
Thanks
Abhik.
for being there for us. I'll quickly move on. Michael, are you on the call?
Yes, I am here.
So I want to recognize Michael and all the work he does very silently. So Michael is one of those commandos which you drop into a battlefield on just when you know that you have no other choice. So Michael has been very gracious to take up some of these challenges and work with us on it. And he was actually part of one of these big commando operations a few years ago when we were doing a migration from AS400 COBOL to PLSQL for a company called Altisource, where we did almost 700, 800,000 lines of code, which was translated into PLSQL and moved over to the new system. The interesting part of that project, which I remember, is that whenever Michael would find a bug in their thing, they would say, no, don't fix it. The bug has to remain because the other systems expect the bug to be there. So that's something which was very interesting. And Michael right now is kind of doing another one of those commando operations in FDX, where he is one of the core people working on the reference implementation. So the reference implementation is basically an implementation of the API, which FDX will share to all its members, saying that this is how you have to do it. So this is kind of the best practices. This is how you have to implement things, or this is how you have to do things. Now, that is a very prestigious position to be in, but it is also a very, very dangerous place to be, because probably the best technology brains from Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and the top banks in the US, the top fintechs in the US will be looking at your code and saying, no, this was not done well, or this was not done right. So we are doing a lot of work to make sure that what we do is something which we can be proud of, and FDX can be proud of. So, Michael, thank you very much for being there, for guiding a lot of the work which is happening, guiding a lot of the teams which are there. Though he is in one part of the project, he does contribute a lot to things which are happening in other parts of the project also. So thank you for doing all that and being Michael. So can I request you to say a few words?
Thank you, Abik. Being Michael is really something unique. Only those people who know me personally, they understand. Reason I don't show my face right now is because it's the way I am. I don't want to scare people with my long beard and long hair. So that's the, but the otherwise, the working with Prakat is actually is one of the unique experience, I can say. It's like a family, and whenever I have any issues, like even if I say like I don't feel like working, okay, take rest and come back when you are okay too. And this is because they also know me. Certain times I just work day and night, and sometimes I want to just take a full day off. And the actually the flexibility part is very really there. Whenever there are family things pulling you off, and also like I mean, as long as we deliver what we are supposed to deliver, Prakat is the best company to work with. And another thing to Anu is like, yes, Anu is a point of inspiration for everyone. Though you don't remember Anu, when was it? The thing is, if you say something after 6 months also, when similar situation comes, we exactly remember the words you said. That's the way you are, Anu. So that is for, and Abik also is the same thing. And right now I got another best person to be with is Swaroop. I don't know. He's one of the manager I don't know, where were you when I was in a pro is like what I'm seeing. Like, so
that is so sweet of you, Michael. Swaroop, where were you? Why were you not with Michael?
Yeah. So that's like, and just to call out a person within my team is like Madhvi, who is picking up very fast, and like, you know, putting day and night, even there are family constraints. And because of that, most of the work is out here the way it is right now. And of course, yes, there are challenges in the project. Thanks, Abik.
Thanks, Michael, and thanks for your good words to me. I barely talked to you again. I'm very lucky today, maybe
Yes.
because I visited Chamundi temple, somewhere Devi has bestowed something. All of you think of me in a good way. Thanks for that. So, Abhik, I was just wondering if we can move to Krish and we talk about some of the people he's worked with.
Yeah, and we can come back to, I have 2 or 3 people I would like to talk about, but I can come back to that.
Okay. Thanks, Abik. No. So I have a quiz question for everyone. So what do you think is the most important thing when you start to build anything or for anything to be sustained? It could be a building, could be a company, anything at all. What do you think is the most important? That's also to check how many of you are sleeping.
Interest and attitude.
Patience, attitude, okay, all these things are
Interest.
fine. Tell me something more physical.
You need money.
Money,
Huh?
obviously.
Money, okay, what else? Okay, fine.
Strong foundation.
Exactly. Who said this?
Nazia.
Nazia, very good. I will give you a reward later. Please remind me. Please remind me. I will give it to you.
Nazia, you demand
One
the
5-star bar.
reward you want.
Please demand it because at least you thought of it. Okay. Now I got a lot of other gyan in between. So I'm just joking, everyone. But yes, Nazia, no, I'm serious. You please contact
What
me
did she
later.
say?
She said foundation, a strong
Okay,
foundation.
fantastic.
So you know what is the strong foundation for Prakat? And this is very important for all the newcomers and people who have joined us in the last, 1 year, I would say, because most of the others already know about it. There are three foundations for Prakat. Okay, and this is the reason why we are where we are today, and all of you who have joined, all the other teams that have been built on this foundation. This foundation has three names to it. The first name is a company called Catalyst. We worked with Catalyst for almost 10 years till they got acquired by a company called OpenText. So so since they got acquired, we have not been working with them, but they were our first customers. That was the first company and engagement and team that Anu built way back 11 years ago when she started Prakat. And that's a story that she will talk about someday in another AHM, where she will be the chief guest. Right, Anu? Okay. So so it's in memory of that team. I think some of those team members are still here. Some may not be here, but that is the first pillar, the first foundation. The second is Intuit, and the third is Intuit. Okay, so and there are Intuit team members. Many of them are on the call, and the third Intuit today is now called Quicken. It used to be part of Intuit. It has been spun out as a different company exactly 5 years ago, and you will not believe me. Both of these teams, both the Intuit and Intuit teams, which is now Quicken, all of them have been consistently being recognized in all their AHMs. Every time they have an AHM within the group, within that company, all of our team members, without exception, actually, have all been recognized. And Ram Garu, are you on the call? If you're still there, so you will know. He has also led the team, and he knows every one of them and their potential.
Yes, Krish, I certainly
yes.
agree with you.
And he has helped that entire team also, to do things, in a more efficient manner. And then, of course, Surbi, who has been a part of that team from 6 years ago, and now into the 7th year, she is now leading that team, and she is actually quite responsible for that consistent performance. But then there are others. Athira led the team too for a while, and she has been very instrumental in that team getting off the ground. And there are several other members in that team, including Anu. You would like to talk because many
for
of these
me,
people are you.
right? No, Surbi especially, and Athira also. But Surbi, thanks a lot for being who you are. You've stood by us when things were not good for us, and we really value you for that.
Yep.
That's
Thank
right.
you, Anu.
That's right. And that the same thing goes to Athira also, and other members in the team. Every one of them actually, the Intuit team members, including. Actually, I want
2 minutes?
I want Surbi to talk about it.
Yeah.
I should not be talking.
Yeah, thank you so much, Krish. So yeah, so Intuit team it's one of the team which I have worked with, and they each and every member, as Swaroop said, in my team also, is like everybody is equally important. Being a senior person, junior person, and everybody is working together. And I see if one person is like in some problem or challenges, I see everybody coming together and helping that. So that is the beauty of the team, and I'm really proud to be part of this team. And I was just thinking whom I should be talking about in Intuit, because everybody is equally, contributing to the goal of the, Prakat also and Intuit also. So I was just thinking that every time I generally go for the junior resources. So this time I wanted to, talk about my leads in Intuit. So there are 4 names I want to mention here. So first is Athira. She is one person who is like, so detailed, and she is the one who takes care of everything. She leads the team from the front. She is the one who takes most of the burden on her shoulders, so that team has ease to work. She is a very technical person. She is a friend to me. She is very dedicated, and the kind of trust Intuit has on her is when I hear about her from Intuit FTs, it is great, and her team management skill and everything is commendable. Every manager whom she works with, they are impressed with her dedication. And next in the row is Pawan.
Surabhi, unfortunately, Athira is not there. She's just left, I think, for a call. Please do let her know about all this.
I will, Anu, yeah. So actually, Arvinda is also traveling, and I can see only Narendra is there. So I want to talk about Narendra. So Narendra is our lead here in Intuit for one of the new initiative, which is a pilot project. And he has just joined in, and he is working there, and he is doing all the possible things to make it happen. He has got a bunch of new joinees, very juniors also in his team, and the way he is mentoring them, training them, he is leading them, is phenomenal. So the kind of extra hour he has to spend, because a lot of people are new, is really, really commendable. So Narendra,
I just want to say one thing about Naren. He's actually quite versatile, and I cannot forget his contributions and the amount of effort he put into Mulya to making it work. And his entire motivation was that this is Anu's commitment to that company and to the founder of that company. And so we should do what it takes to at least finish it well. We had a lot of Mulya. I'm talking about one of our clients. Incidentally, also a company pretty similar to the size of Prakat. But together we collaborated to build an application, test it out for the state government actually. And it was for a very prestigious founder. Now, somebody who started one of India's largest IT companies. Now, the reason that we had issues there was not because of technology or technical issues, but it was all entirely cultural. Our company's culture is very different and theirs was very different, and that clashed. But he didn't let that affect his work. And he did a damn good job of it. Thanks for that, Sulu.
So that's it for Intuit, Krish. So there, my 4 pillars are Athira, Pawan, Arvinda, and Narendra. So so Narendra, you are on the call. Can we hear something from you?
Yes, Surabhi. Yeah, Surabhi.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi.
Hi, Narendra.
Hey, Surabhi. Hi, Anu.
So I think you're still working on pre-PDT task, I feel.
Well, right, Surabhi. We are on call, you and Nanju, Priyanka. Yeah, thanks, Anu. Thanks, Surabhi, for all the words. Yeah, Krish. So this is my duty for the Prakat. I'm just carrying on wherever you put. So that's not a burden. That's not a hurdle for me. I can take up anything, any technology. So I can just deep dive and go ahead. That's my duty to Prakat. I'll do that.
Thanks, Naren. I would love to see others motivated by you. And I hope that you're able to work with all the other newcomers and also inspire them. Thank you.
Sure. Yeah. Thanks, Krish.
Thank you, Narendra.
Thank you, Surabhi.
Thanks, Surabhi, Narendra. Anu, do we go back to Abhik's?
No,
just
I think
one more thing. And for Quicken, if there are 2 of our team members got appreciation during their AHM for their good work. So I just wanted to bring in the notice of everyone, and they are still in the deployment call. So I just pinged them, and they are saying they are still working on Friday evening. So some major deployment is going on. So Arvind and Abhishek, so they both have done a very good job in Quicken, and their manager Prakash, whenever I have a meeting with him, he's always happy to talk about their work. So Arvinda has got recognition for working in MCP with marketing team and testing end to end before handing over to marketing team. And there were huge success they see in very short time. He was able to achieve this. And Abhishek was recognized for constantly monitoring error rate and timely escalating the bank download errors with Intune and getting it resolved. So because of his work, the customer impact they see is very less, and the quality of the work was really appreciated by Quicken management. So I thought it is good to share with everyone. So that's it for Quicken. So Krish, Abhik, you can take over.
Thank you, Surbhi. Back to you, Abhik.
Krish, do you want to just cover the...
Krish, are you done with the team, or you still have anybody to talk about this?
Well, Flo had to talk about, she was going to talk about Hema.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So I just wanted a minute for Hema. Hema, thanks for all the good work in bringing up very unique opportunities to us. And Sunil, thanks to you as well. We seem to be quite energized by a lot of new conversations. Unfortunately, we don't have time to get you to talk now, but some other day we'll do that. Thanks a lot for all this. Subhashish, is Subhashish there? Is Subhashish there?
Yeah, no, I'm there.
Yeah. Subhashish, again, thanks to you as well. You came back and you're trying to hold forth. We've been looking for you from the last 2 hours. Thanks to you as well. In many ways, trying to jump in and
enter.
bring I know, because yeah. Thank you. We'd love to hear from you, but this is not the time. Maybe we are already over.
Okay, thank you. So I think the one other person I want to recognize is Mani. He has been kind of a pillar with several of our development projects. Been with Prakat now for probably a little over 2 years now, or almost 3 years. Mani, are you there?
Yes, Abhik, yeah, almost 2.5.
Almost 2.5 years. He started off with one of our customers where he was working at their premises with entity data. And after that, he's been working quite a bit on healthcare stuff and also on FDX. So I think he's been kind of a pillar of strength for many of these projects. Thank you very much for your contributions and grooming the teams around you, as well as taking ownership for so many things which have a habit of going wrong. So it is fantastic that you are able to pitch in day or night and make things happen. Mani, you want to share something?
Yeah, thanks, Abhik. So it's been quite an experience since I joined Prakat, because that was the most I learned and most I worked in my career. So it's only 2.5, but I feel I had worked more than like I had done in my 8 years in my previous company. Yeah, so that's been a very good experience. Yeah, looking to work with so many other projects.
Wonderful, thank you. Now, the last 2 people I would like to talk about are actually on the 15th of August, we sent out a message saying we are starting the beta of two products from the house of Prakat. And these are the 2 people who are leading that initiative. And obviously they have other people working with them, but I would like to recognize Austin and Ranadev. So Austin and Ranadev are working on Webatma, as well as Conflux, which is our virtual conferencing platform. Now, just to give a history of Conflux, Conflux was basically the platform which we used, or is an evolution of the platform we used for our Global Accessibility Awareness Day event this year. And that was more or less single-handedly put together by Austin in, 3 to 4 weeks, maybe closer to 3 weeks than 4 weeks. And it did stand up to the loads and pressures of all the people coming onto it. So what we actually decided even before the GAD event got over is that let us take that and productize it and make it something where somebody could go in and in a self-service mode, set it up in a particular way and use it for their events. So if we have a need for having a platform like this for events we host, a lot of people would also have that. So we are right now working on a few different variants of it. So one of the variants we are looking at is a virtual college or a university, whichever way you want to look at it. So you can actually go and register for various classes, attend your classes, interact with your classmates, have access to certain resources based on which class you're registered for. And it could be either live video, live interactive video, or it could be recorded based on how the sessions are configured. And another side of it, which we are looking at, yeah.
Sorry, in the interest of time, I'd like to hear from Mani and Austin. And sincere thanks to both of you. I've heard you guys on the phone many times, but yes, I wanted an opportunity to say hello to both of you and appreciate you. Thanks a lot on behalf of all of us at Prakat. A few words from you. Sorry, Abhi, for cutting you.
Yeah, thanks, Anu. I think I have already spoken. Yeah, Austin, it's your turn now.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Austin, tell us a little bit about your experience, and then Ranadev.
Yes, sir. Thanks to Abik. Hello.
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah. Thanks to Abik sir, Anu ma'am, and Ram sir, giving chance to work in Prakat. And yes, I'm working on a virtual platform and Webatma, even Ranadev also. And I would like to say thanks Deepak and my team members for supporting me. And yes, here in Prakat, I'm learning many things, and now I am become full stack developer. So thanks for everything, Abik sir. Yes, and even thanks to Sarup also. Yes.
Ranadev, we want to hear your voice too.
Hi, good evening all.
Good evening.
Yeah, thank you, sir, giving good opportunity like the Batma Model 1 project. Yeah, it's very good, challenging for me. Thank you.
Thanks, Ranadev. Okay, Abhi, are we done? Anyone
Yes.
else?
So thanks, Ranadev. As you notice, Ranadev is a man of few words. So probably that's good being the last person. So he really saved time for us. So thank you, Austin and Ranadev. Looking forward to a proper marketing launch of the product, which is probably coming up in another 6 weeks or so.
Okay, thank you. Anu, is there anything else to convey, Anu? Anu, are you there?
I think you, Vikram, you can probably do the closing.
Thank you so much, folks, for being part of this. I think Prakat family is growing, and I'm so delighted to see so many people coming together, and hope and wish that we grow like this. We need all your support, and as always, your hard work always is amazing. The way you all work together, amazing the way you put together your responsibilities. It's wonderful to see such a wonderful team here working together. Looking forward to working with you all, and in case you have anything, you can reach out to us, Krishna, me, anybody. Be most happy to help you. And Deepak, of course, you can reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to help you. The team is growing, and I'm very excited to all working with you all in future. Thank you, folks. Thanks for being here. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, and have a wonderful weekend to you all.
Of your really way.
Thanks for that, Vikram. I just want to add, Nazia, don't forget to connect with me. You can get my number on the WhatsApp family group, and the same goes to anybody and everybody in the group. You need to reach out. Please feel free. Thank you all. Thanks, Abhik, for putting this all together. Anu is just back. Just 1 second. She just took a break for a minute. Anu, it's closing call. Closing call. All done. Vikram just said.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks.
Anything else?
No,
Yeah, thanks,
thank you
Vikram,
so
for
much. Look forward for more numbers for the next AHM. And have a great weekend, folks. Thank you.
Yeah, and thanks. We really, today our situation was that because of technology, many people couldn't join. But otherwise, yes, it was nice to have almost a full forum for
100%.
Tushar at least.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, we did have people joining the streaming on YouTube.
YouTube. Yes.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Deepak. Thanks for all your
Thank
support.
you.
Thanks, Abhik. Thanks, Anu.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Have a great
Bye-bye.
day.
Thank you all. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, folks. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.